Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we are going to be doing the fourth part of What If Goku Became an Android. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Super 17 can't even stand thinking about Nappa being superior to him and dives down right at him with a roar. His attempt to defeat him simply isn't successful and Nappa has become stronger. He can dismantle even the fastest of his attacks while he has surpassed the androids in terms of pure raw power. Seeing that he can't do much, it annoys him deeply. Android 18 arrives by his side and he looks very annoyed. "Why do you need to fight alone? Me and Goku can help so we can get rid of this guy quicker," 18 persists. However, 17 isn't the type to follow such orders. He grabs 18 by the neck, glaring at her before shoving her away. He snarls and is furious that he can't defeat Nappa but flies off in rage. 18 and Goku are forced to follow after him. The group of fighters are scared upon realizing that they cannot handle these androids and can only put their lives in the hands of saiyans who aren't even there to save them. As they fly off, Goku begins to divert off the path of the two other androids, which catches their attention. "I need to do reconnaissance, I shouldn't be long," Goku says, flying off. Super 17 and 18 aren't concerned. Super 17 is just angsty to get out and slaughter those fighters as quickly as possible. Goku arrives at the Kame house where the other fighters are present. Gohan exits and faces him directly, while the other fighters watch him do this with caution. Behind him is Chi-Chi, who sees him and can't help but shed tears. It's clear that the Goku that she once knew is not the one standing before her. "I need your help," Goku explains, making Gohan chuckle. "With what? What could you possibly need our help for?" Gohan asks, clenching his fists. "Those androids are too strong for me or any of us now. We need to enter the hyperbolic time chamber so we can get stronger," Goku explains. The fighters don't immediately reply, but Gohan can see the concern in his eyes. This is the only option, that they must get stronger as quickly as possible. If they can get stronger in this way, they might just get rid of Super 17 for good. Who knows what sort of augmentations Dr. Gero is gonna give to Super 17 while they hide away at the Kame house. During this commotion, Piccolo is on Kami's lookout. Searching for more power, he fuses with him and nearly reaches his cannon level of power at this point. However, without Nail in his body, he's had to make up for that lost power through much more training. Perfect Cell has arrived and he is ready to absorb the android so that he can achieve his perfect self. While he is in Ginger Town, he meets the being and is confused by his appearance and abilities. Their confrontation goes pretty much the same and Cell escapes using his solar flare. Back on the lookout, two people arrive, Vegeta and Nappa. "Why are you two here?" Gohan asks. "I saw the grouping of all these strong warriors and I was curious to see just what was happening here," Vegeta says, before grabbing Goku's shirt. He lifts him off the ground and menacingly smiles while glaring at him. "Wait, put him down for now," Gohan says, making Vegeta laugh. "Why should I let him live? He forced me and Nappa into endless torture and doesn't even have the decency to apologize for the pain he caused us." Gohan then explains to them about the hyperbolic time chamber and they actually seem quite happy about this opportunity. They want to go in with Goku so that they can totally beat him senseless during those 365 days. It would be even better for them if they managed to kill him in there too. They enter and the remaining fighters are forced to try their best to fend off the likes of Super 17 and 18 while the other Saiyans are gone. Gohan has Super Saiyan and so does Future Trunks, but they're not entirely sure if they will be enough. Things also get a lot more interesting once Piccolo tells them about Imperfect Cell that keeps running around. They just make sure that Cell can't find the androids before they do, but he is suppressing his power so that he can't be found or seen. Soon enough though, in his search, Gohan finds Imperfect Cell. The green being stops and Gohan lands ahead in a gizzard wasteland. They both stand off against each other, but Cell zooms in to begin the fight. Gohan powers up into his Super Saiyan form and blocks the first punch from Cell, knocking him back significantly. During this time he has consumed the life force of tens of thousands of humans and has added to his power greatly. He can feel new strength and vigor within his body and Gohan has just felt it in that punch. The two fighters exchange a series of blows and seemingly are equal. Cell can't do much to really injure Gohan and the same can be said both ways. They both lock hands and push at each other as hard as they can, cracking the ground beneath them. However, Cell's aura takes form and he starts pushing back on Gohan. His arms get forced back and he just about evades the next attacks coming toward him. So this is Cell, he's much stronger than Piccolo described, Gohan realizes as Future Trunks lands beside him. Don't worry, you're not alone, Trunks says, powering up himself. Why do you all hinder my progress? I see no need to harm you. All I desire is to become the perfect being by absorbing those androids, Cell declares, powering up in anger. As the three warriors are battling it out, 17 and 18 are charging toward the scene. 17 is thirsty for revenge and he lands just in between the two opposing sides. 17 has no care for Imperfect Cell and his eyes become glued on the Saiyans before him. Where is that bold Saiyan Nappa, he roars, wiggling his fingers in anticipation. You don't need to know, Gohan boldly claims. As the duo face the android, Cell is more than taken aback that his two prized possessions have come to him. Gohan snaps out of it once he notices Cell's gaze at the androids and rushes at him. Cell charges towards 18 while Gohan goes for Cell himself. 18 is confused about this sudden movement from the two and Cell is launched away by a punch from Gohan. You both have to leave this place, that thing is trying to absorb you, Gohan roars, before receiving a front kick to the gut from Cell. He is launched tens of meters away, but Future Trunks is still there to put up as much resistance as he possibly can. He's telling the truth, you'll die if you stay here, Future Trunks insists, holding his sword against a smirking Cell. This being isn't in my database, so you must be lying to me. Why would any being need to absorb me anyway, 17 asks, looking at Cell. Cell zooms past Future Trunks so fast that he can't even properly react. Just before he can reach 18 though, Gohan grabs him and forces him to stay put. Run please, Gohan shouts, which just makes 17 laugh. What are you two psychos talking about, he asks, before Cell knocks Gohan to the ground. His tail latches onto 18 and the process has begun. Even if 18 is absorbed first, I don't see why Cell's transformation wouldn't just be the same. His transformation has begun and he enters his semi-perfect state ahead of the two Saiyans. No way, Future Trunks says, dropping his sword in fear. The power signature he feels off him now is immense and quite frankly terrifying. The burly being exhales calmly before feeling his new muscular frame. I'm stronger than I expected. Brilliant, Cell says, stretching his arms. 18 in this series is way stronger than the canon version of even 17. So semi-perfect Cell is a decent bit stronger in this continuity. Not on the level of canon perfect Cell, but still substantially stronger. Cell leans forward to try and blast toward the Saiyans, but he receives a strong blow from beside him. This is from the likes of Goku, who is currently in his grade 2 Super Saiyan form. Cell is launched back a significant amount and then Vegeta and Nappa land beside him. Goku, don't think you have the privilege of handling this beast. I'm taking out that thing myself, Vegeta says, cracking his knuckles. So what are you supposed to be, a massive cockroach or something? Vegeta asks. I'm part you, Vegeta. I'm a near perfect amalgamation of the fighters on this planet. Every positive trait about you can be found in me, Cell says, regally raising his arms. If that's so, you must be a product of Dr. Gero. I overheard him talking about a project like you. I despise every single one of his creations, and you will be the first of them that I'll destroy, and certainly not the last, Vegeta declares. 17 just watches on, very confused about the commotion that he sees here. He doesn't really understand why they seem to be fighting this odd beast that Dr. Gero did not make. Vegeta's claims make things even more discombobulating for the android. Let me take this fight, Vegeta. I know I put you through all that pain, but Dr. Gero did the same to me and he took everything from me. He took my mind and memories, Goku says, placing his outreached hand in front of Vegeta. The Saiyan Prince is aware of his claims and had conversed with him in the hyperbolic time chamber. The duo got very close to killing Goku on numerous occasions, with pent-up fury toward Dr. Gero's androids. However, Goku has explained to them what happened to him, which makes them slightly more understanding. It only makes them want to destroy Dr. Gero even more. Goku cracks his knuckles, currently in his large grade 2 Super Saiyan form. Let's begin, you ugly beast, Goku says, flying right at Cell. The two burly warriors clash and they both seem equal. They don't get knocked back in any way and instead just fall downwards. Goku lands two devastating punches to Cell's face but receives a strong knee to his gut, then an elbow to his chin. Blood drips from his nose but he just shakes the hit off and wipes the blood, now healed. He powers up while in his crouched position and seems to buff up even more than before. His physique astounds the onlookers, then he throws a single punch to Cell that launches him into the air due to the force behind it. Cell receives a smarting sensation from his chest after receiving such a blow, and Goku returns to ordinary Super Saiyan as he flies up to him. Cell looks at him with widened eyes with shock, surprised that he can hurt him as much as he has. Goku then shouts and begins reaching further. Electricity crackles in his aura and he enters Super Saiyan 2. His power is doubled just like that and he soars back at Cell to land a punch to his gut that wins him completely. He follows up with a series of blows and the others watch on in surprise at how powerful he seems to be. How did Goku get so strong? Gohan asks, awestruck. It's clear that Dr. Gero put a lot of effort into him. His Namekian healing is the fastest compared to me and Nappa, and he kept coming back no matter how hard me and Nappa tried to get rid of him. Goku continues beating Cell down, and it's clear that he possesses a different level of resolution. He is more than determined to take down this warrior and is out for the kill. Super 17 watches this fight ensue and starts getting angrier and angrier. It seems like Goku is trying to protect him, and he always saw himself as the perfect life form. Why would he need saving? He flies right past Goku and punches Cell in rage, who takes this punch with ease. Goku looks very scared upon seeing this happen and tries his best to reach 17 before Cell can. Run, he shouts, but it's too late. The android is absorbed and Cell becomes his perfect self. With Super 17 as his second android absorbed, this is not just Perfect Cell, this is Super Perfect Cell already. He laughs upon feeling the power that he now has, and Goku just tries to attack him again. He shoots out a ki blast right at him and Cell is revealed to have no injuries whatsoever. Cell doesn't even pay attention to his attack and keeps moving around his new body. The other fighters, bewildered, remain stood there as he does this. The only person to walk up to Cell is Nappa. "This thing can't fight all of us at once. Let's destroy this thing," Nappa shouts, standing beside Goku. Goku is taken aback by his willingness to cooperate, and Vegeta arrives beside them. "This disgusting beast annoys me. Your days are over, Cell," Vegeta shouts, entering his grade 2 state. Nappa enters his super powerful primal Super Saiyan state, now surpassing Goku by a significant margin. Goku has a much stronger base, so Nappa isn't like 10 times stronger than him at this point. The three Saiyans rush off to Cell, who seems untouchable. Goku's punches all miss or are parried, while Nappa's slow attacks are easily dodged by Cell. Vegeta's attacks are also dismantled with ease, and they can't do anything to properly take down the being. Goku throws a right straight punch only to see it get caught. He can't remove his fist from Cell's, then he receives a super powerful kick to his gut that makes him cough blood and fall to his knees. Cell then drives his hand right through Nappa's stomach, pulling it out to blast Vegeta with a close-up ki blast. "You fighters seem to be healing, but that's only because I'm letting you. The gap between you all and I is too great, and I'm quite frankly bored. In 10 days I'll host the Cell Games. Bring your strongest fighters to try and face me then," Cell declares. Just like that, the fighters escape with their lives and gather at the lookout. They need to find a way to take down Cell, and they believe they can do this just by entering the hyperbolic time chamber once again. Being given 10 whole days, they have a lot of time, and the androids can rise in strength at insane rates. However, Gohan also possesses great potential and is just highly talented. The four Saiyans, being Nappa, Goku, Gohan and Vegeta, enter the hyperbolic time chamber. They've been given 10 days of security, and so they should be able to enter together and have the planet be safe. Piccolo is on the outside and he is decently strong regardless. He won't be doing anything against Perfect Cell, but he could possibly hold off against other threats. 2 days pass and the four people have each spent a year in the chamber. Gohan spent a year with his father, while Nappa spent a year with Vegeta. Gohan didn't have the best time with Goku, but his mind is almost totally his now. He doesn't feel any sense of loyalty toward Dr. Gero anymore, but his body might not follow the orders of his mind. He's not sure if he could kill him just yet, but that isn't a concern right now. The four Saiyans now have insane amounts of power compared to what they had previously. Gohan can keep up with Goku because he's a prodigy. Even though he isn't immediately healing from his injuries, once he heals he makes substantial progress. And also, just in terms of being a fighter, he's picking up skills very quickly. They spend the remaining 8 days resting up and going through some light spars together. The time has come and the Saiyans are now ready to try and take down Perfect Cell for good. All four of them are insanely confident, and the other sea fighters understand from the power they feel from them. Goku wins a 4-way rock paper scissors between the four of them and steps onto the White Cell Games platform. "Now, don't disappoint me like you did before," Cell says, making his own battle stance. Goku's face remains firm and still as he closes in on Cell. He enters basic Super Saiyan and stands off against him. Cell zooms forward at full speed and throws 2 straight punches that Goku evades with ease. Subsequently, Goku zooms forward himself to punch him in his gut as hard as he can. Even in just grade 4 Super Saiyan, Cell feels winded by that blow and almost can't believe how much stronger Goku has become in just these 10 days. Cell snarls in pain before wildly swinging at Goku only to miss once again. Goku steps to the side and kicks him in his abdomen so forcefully he is dropped to his hands and knees. He struggles to catch his breath, but he stands back up once again and powers up to the very maximum. He can tell that Perfect Cell is annoyed and his figure is a lot larger than it was in canon. It gives him a more intimidating appearance, but Goku is not concerned in the slightest. Seeing his opponent power up, Goku decides to do the same. It feels akin to an earthquake and his hair begins to drop down and lengthen along his back. His power increases 8-fold as he enters his Super Saiyan 3 form. His infinite stamina means that this form feels just like his base form and he dashes towards Cell. Cell tries to punch him as he approaches, but Goku whips around his incoming fist to then slam him in the back of his head with a hammerhead strike. He He hits him with the side of his fist, which still knocks him back onto his hands. Cell even coughs out blood and his hands tremble under just his own weight. How could this be? What sorcery do you possess? Cell asks, furious. I don't have any form of sorcery. I am a creation of Dr. Gero, just like you are, Goku explained, standing over him. He then kicks Cell in his gut and causes him to flip over onto his back. Cell feels terrified by the piercing blue eyes he meets, and he receives an intense destructive wave of downward punches from Goku. It ends up destroying the platform that they're on. They continue descending further into the earth as the crater Goku has formed only continues to enlarge. His punches don't slow down or weaken since he has infinite stamina. He could continue doing this indefinitely. Cell coughs out masses of blood and has various broken bones in his body. His body is now just an unmoving piece of flesh. All he can do is twist his head around, then Goku reaches out his arm. Let me absorb you. What else do you have? There are no other options for you to take, Goku declares. Goku's Namekian fusion hasn't been used by him just yet, and the fact that both participating parties need to consent to the absorption makes things a lot more difficult. Even though he doesn't absorb any of their personality traits or appearance, they need to let him absorb them. Cell doesn't reply, then Goku just punches his already shattered chest to send fire-like agonizing pain throughout his entire torso. He barely has the energy to scream anymore, and Goku continues to stand over him. Goku's memories are resurfacing, but he still seems a lot more cold-blooded than he once was. It's clear that he won't feel too bad if he were to kill Cell. He throws another punch onto his chest, and Cell can't help but helplessly raise his arm up to him. Goku nods at him, then catches his hand before it drops. The two warriors begin to light up and glow, and Cell becomes totally white. Air gets blasted out from their general location, then the light dies down. Goku's eyes glow green before they dip down slightly, and Cell is nowhere to be seen. What happened to Cell? Gohan wonders. Vegeta just chuckles as he sees this. What a cheat. He's absorbed him, absorbed his power and mind, Vegeta says back to Gohan, surprising him. Goku is now in just his base form, but the power coming from him is immense. The other fighters feel frozen by the key signature they feel coming from him, and he just wipes off his bloody hands. We're done here, Goku says. Flying back to Nappa and Vegeta, the three androids nod at each other before flying in a specific direction. Where are they going? Krillin asks, watching them fly away. They're going to finally take down Dr. Gero. There are no more cards left for him to play at this point. It's checkmate for him, Gohan explains, watching them fly off. So that will conclude the fourth part of What If Goku Became an Android. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I should improve on for the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.